takes to play the assault? A huge swinging pair, that's what, of guns, to kill the horrible monster with. What did you think I meant? As one of the 3 assault characters, Hyde focuses on dealing damage, and dealing more damage, preferably in an up-close and personal kind of way. It takes a special kind of crazy to want to get all up in this squid demon's face, and once you go there, I mean really get in there, you'll never look at calamari the same way again. The aforementioned pair of weapons are a minigun and a flamethrower, which pretty much makes you a combination of every badass action hero ever to grace the silver screen. When you're on the hunt, it's best to keep old Flamey in your pocket and brandish the minigun. Lil Mini is effective at longer ranges and as such is almost always your first choice for first engagement with your prey. If you start getting guff from the local wildlife or spot an elite creature that'll give you and your fellow hunters a helpful perk, the generous bullets per minute of the minigun should take care of things nicely. Of course, if the critters get too close, it's time to light them up! Hyde's flamethrower deals a heap ton of damage when your prey is in close proximity, which isn't terribly risky when you're dealing with the local fauna. When you take on the big beastie, however, things can get dicey. It seems like the very peak of madness to even stand your ground against the monster, so why would you want to cozy up to a gargantuan creature trying to kill you? Because you can light it on fire. Science tells us that most animals retreat from fire, but can you really count on the sinister human mind behind the monster to flee? Speaking as a former Kraken who has been set on fire during a match, I can confidently tell you that it is deeply unsettling, not to mention seriously damaging. The flamethrower doesn't just give you an edge in the health bar versus health bar damage game, it gives you an edge in the man versus monster mental game. And that's 2 good reasons why you are going to spend a lot of time as public enemy number 1 on the monster's list. Fortunately, you've got a personal shield to help you withstand the monster's direct aggression. It renders you temporarily invulnerable, so when you pop it, don't just sit back. If it's playing coy and hassling you from a distance, as the Kraken loves to do, chuck your toxic grenades to flush it out of its advantageous position. These gassy clouds are good for compounding damage, like when the monster is harpooned, or for keeping it away from downed allies waiting to be revived. That's about as tactically complex as Hyde gets, and if you keep heaping on the damage, you'll be doing just fine. Still, this particular assault character has a unique opportunity to mess with the monster's mind, to get inside its head. Charge in like a crazy, flame-spewing, death-dealing maniac, and make that Kraken question who the real monster is.
Features a giant monster, player-controlled, trying to take down 4 player-controlled hunters.
Everyone takes on a specific role on the team, whether it's trapper, medic, assault, or support. And everyone has their specific job on the team to do.
You know, if one guy isn't sort of holding up his end, the other guys need to let him know, like, hey, I need you, dude.
They drop into the world and immediately their first role is to sort of start hunting this giant monster.
It's kind of like a boss battle, except that the boss may be your friend or it may be some guy that you don't know online. You never know exactly what to expect, and those 2 teams tee off against each other.
The objective for the hunters is to hunt down the monster, preferably sooner rather than later, because he gets more powerful as time goes on.
Each one of them plays a specific role on the team. You've got Assault, who does a lot of damage to the monster. You've got Medic, whose job is to heal the team and also to try to disable the monster. You've got Trapper, whose job is to hunt down and corral the monster into a single area. And then Support, who's kind of a tactical player who has abilities and weapons that can work defensively and offensively.
They want to find him, capture him, and then ultimately kill him.
So as the monster, you're trying to wipe out the team of the 4 hunters that are after you.
If he meets up with a team of hunters early on and doesn't play his cards right, he's going to go down. Early on, you want to avoid the hunters for as long as possible. And while you're doing that, you're eating. And as you're eating, you're getting more powerful. The more you eat, the more sort of energy you get, and the more energy you get, the sooner you get to evolve into a bigger, more powerful creature.
Eventually, what you'd like to do is get big enough, strong enough that you can turn the tables and you can become the hunter and you can go after the humans.
And that's one of the really intriguing things about playing Evolve in general is this 4 versus 1 boss battle, and you really don't know what anyone's going to do.
Evolve really provides a competitive experience that you're not going to find anywhere else.
There's a lot of multiplayer shooters out there, but this really is a genuinely different take on it.
You get to be a giant monster. Who doesn't want to be a giant monster and smash and eat and shred and kill?
And I think it's that unique sort of experience of blending these cooperative and competitive games that really makes it stand on its own and sort of the experience it offers people.
It's fast, it's tactical, it's a very, very, very unique experience.